Once again, protesters young and old have come out in their thousands. From the French Riviera to Brittany to the capital Paris, calls on the government to give up its planned pension reform echoed through the streets.
Retirement is a second life, not a waiting room for death. We have to work to live, not live to work.
The plan will see the legal retirement age raised from 62 to 64 for most workers. Pension reform was at the heart of President Macron's re-election campaign, but a majority of the public, already grappling with high inflation, is against the idea.
Until 2010, nurses retired at 55. Now it's 62. And if this reform passes, it will be 64. It's too much. It's unthinkable.
The government says the proposed changes will lead to annual savings of around 18 billion euros by 2030, mostly from pushing people to work for longer and getting rid of special retirement schemes. France's social spending relative to GDP is the highest in the developed world, but the pension system is not currently in deficit. Trade unions dismiss the government's argument that the reform is essential to prevent it from going bust.
I think the government has changed its rhetoric. It went from a reform for social justice and progress to an indispensable reform or else we'll go bankrupt or whatever. Ruling party lawmakers say the deficit will reach 300 billion euros, but I don't know where they got that figure.
On Monday, MPs started debating the bill in Parliament. The ruling party counts on votes from its conservative rival to pass it. But the left-wing bloc as well as the far right are staunchly opposed and have tabled thousands of amendments as well as a motion to call a national referendum.